Hi everyone, welcome to my first video for watercolor that I will have. I want to show you what I have here. Some watercolors like you may have at home, a jar of water, a little bit of water, and I have a couple different paintbrushes. This one is a flat one, and this one is a typical one that you usually get with watercolors. So what I want to do today is show you some tricks with some watercolors. This is watercolor paper, and it is 9 by 12 watercolor paper, 140 pounds. 140 pounds doesn't mean that the paper is really heavy. It basically means that the paper is thick. It's the thickness of the paper. Okay, so here we go. What I want to do first is make something kind of like flower petals. All right, I was experimenting before, and I have here some, and I did layers with these. So we're going to do something like that. I'll show you. So you could do watercolor petals, or you could just do a circle. So I'm using some red. I'm dipping it in a little bit, and right now I'm just going to see what it looks like. It's pretty good. I may want it lighter, and this is an exercise you can do at home too. You add a little bit of water, and oh, one thing I forgot to tell you, what you need is a little bit of piece of paper towel. And you can dry your brush on it. Add some water, little bit of color, and then see how light it can go. See that? I'm getting really light here. So what I would do is encourage you to try that out with all the other colors that you like. Try it out with the blue. A dark line. It's not very dark, is it? Let's try again. Then you add just a little bit of water. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm just dipping the point. Taking some of the paint off, dipping it back in the water, and I'm getting lighter and lighter. See, that's a good exercise. You can try it first. Second part of what I want you to do is to pick a color. And what you're going to do is you can make a petal shape. You ready? Petal shape is a little bit like a triangle. And you're going to go in and color it. You can add a little bit more color for dark spots. I like darkness towards the bottom of the petal. Now, I want the top to not be as strong. So what you can do, clean off your brush, add a little water, clean off your brush again, and then let your brush soak up some of the color. You see that? I'm putting it on the paper towel. And what I'm doing is making the top of the petal a little lighter, a little more transparent. So there's one petal. You can do this with a circle too. Here I'll use blue, use the circle. I want it to be darker on the bottom, so I'm adding a little extra watercolor on the bottom. Cleaning off my brush, taking some of it away at the top. And taking the color away makes it look like that's where the light's coming from, see? And here I have a little ball with a little shadow. Now, to do the shadow at the bottom, I'm going to wait for it to dry so the colors don't mix in. So this is a way you can play with your watercolors. If you want a really dark color, dry off your brush, get your color, and go in there. Don't be afraid. We're experimenting. We're experimenting and seeing what your colors can do. Look at how much water you need. Look at how much paint you can use without water or with very little water. If you use very little water, your paint's gonna have this look. Let me bring the camera closer so you can see the texture in it. Okay, so what else do I have? Oh, I wanted to show you this watercolor artist. I don't know if you can see that. I really like his style. All this is done on watercolor paper with watercolors. If you want to try something like this, let me know. All right, so hopefully you guys are set to experiment with watercolors. Next video I do, we're gonna add texture to this with salt. Thanks for watching, and please take a photo of your work and post it.